I'm gonna show you a bunch of clips. We're gonna talk about it and what you can do in this situation. Guys, we cover news every single day, so hit the subscribe bell.
CMA decision was disappointing. I've been talking to that group for coming up on a year. They've defined a market of cloud gaming that, in my mind, doesn't really exist yet today. But they have a point of view that maybe we have a lead in a market that is just forming, and that this content could somehow prohibit others from competing in that market. But we'll appeal. We stay on it. The company remains very, very committed. We think Activision Blizzard King is not our strategy, but it is an accelerant for our strategy.
What?
Stop the cap.
So why y'all paying $70 billion to kind of buy that? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Cap or facts, you let me know. But quickly after, guys, this what went down, man. So this is one of those clips that not many people are talking about. But right after that, we're going to talk about, yeah, Phil Spencer actually accepted defeat. He said that even if you make good games, it's not gonna sell Xbox, it's not gonna help, which is such a clown take. Before we get into that, I want to play you this.
Around setting expectation, and I will even say, yes, I'm rooting for the home team here, but I'll say over-delivering on expectations of that show versus what it was. I think the drop of Hi-Fi to say, hey, if you've got Game Pass, you don't even have to buy the game. Like, just go click.
Okay,
People loved Hi-Fi. Something we don't talk a lot about that same month, Age 2 on console shipped. Truth be told, more people are playing a bunch of people are playing Hi-Fi and Age 2, but Age 2 actually has more players right now. But all the
question to people: W Game Pass or L Game Pass? Because right now there's an insane amount of debate about Game Pass. People that love Game Pass, they're like, nah, man, I'm end my subscription. Other people are like Game Pass W. Here's my take: Game Pass is a good model for gamers. Okay, it is a good model. $15 a month, $20 a month, you get hundreds and hundreds of games. It's a good model. But the problem right now is that, will that take away from AAA games? Because we saw Redfall, right? They didn't even try, and he's gonna talk about it. He's gonna actually get into that. These suckers cannot even make a good game. It is clownery, man. Y'all deserve better, bro. We collectively together, we deserve better, ladies and gentlemen. It is not about Sony ponies. It is not about Xbox. It is not about Nintendo. We need to come together. The fact that I even saw one of you, listen, I got nothing but love for y'all. The fact that I saw one guy in my comments saying that, bro, okay, give me the L, we'll accept the L. I saw other people say that that the same thing, almost the same thing over on Twitter as well. Man, it is not the fans' fault. Bruh, it is not the fans. Y'all are just consumers. We're just consumers. We're just buying what we like. And Redfall, I mean, looking like a piece of garbage, 30 FPS, $70. I know it's free on Game Pass, but even then, here's the thing, guys. Game Pass, I got nothing but love, okay? Game Pass is a very good model. I'll stand behind that. But obviously, what they're doing right now doesn't help their case. There are a lot of people buying Game Pass because of games, and it's cheaper to get into it, and it's much more efficient getting that instead of paying $70, $100. I'm in Canada, and you pay $100. You get the peasant version, ladies and gentlemen. $100 is basically nothing in Canada anymore. Absolute clownery, ladies and gentlemen. These games, 30 FPS, talk about 30 FPS, unfinished, microtransactions, glitchy, buggy as hell at launch, and they're gonna charge you $70. But okay, it is on Game Pass, so you technically get it for free if you pay $15. But my guy, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If they keep delivering games like that over on Game Pass, and if they're not gonna try, people that have Game Pass, they're gonna abandon that in the future. Maybe not now, but in the future, because anybody that has a good PC and a brain, they're not gonna buy Xbox. They're gonna get Game Pass because $15 a month, you already got the RTX 4090 or 2080, 2070, or maybe even 4090 or 5090, right? That's not even out, but you get the point. If you have a good PC, you're just gonna get Game Pass because that's logical. But here's the thing. If they keep dropping the ball like that, people are gonna move away from that too. But this is what he said.
Fanfare goes to the highly rated kind of new Hi-Fi. Get that. I know the review scores on Minecraft Legends. Minecraft, I think, always reviews somewhere kind of different than the top. But if I look at the reaction, I think we've already had over 3 million people playing. I saw, like, its launch week, it was the #1 retail game on the Switch in Japan, which isn't always where Microsoft sits in terms of sales. So I feel like momentum is building, and then something like Redfall happens, and the Xbox community should demand a lot from us as a team, where we sit inside of Microsoft. We've got the resources to do better. 2022 was, as you said, a very light year, I think is what you said. I might have other words for it. And then 2023, we started.
Bry's laughing. Bry's laughing. They know. They know.
Well, and this was a knockback. But it's our job to go and deliver on the next games. I can only look forward, right? I can sit here and wallow in my own frustration. But all I can do is say, I'm going to do better tomorrow than I did yesterday. Continue to support the teams and continue to grow.
Okay, I like that. I like that. But guys, quickly after, man, we're gonna get into that, the elephant in the room in just a little bit. That is one clip that most people have seen, so I'm just trying to show the clips that most people have not and have the discussion, but wait for it, okay?
But yeah, I think it is ours to prove that. I can say now, and everybody can already stop, I don't want to hear what Phil has to say about the future, and I kind of fully respect that point of view, that we've got Starfield coming, we've got Forza coming, we've got Hellblade coming, like we've got collections of games. I'm seeing very good builds of Avowed and stuff, like we're in, like I can see it.
Stop the cap.
Until you have a controller in your hand and you're smiling from playing our games, none of my words should matter.
Now listen, okay, W Phil there. I love that he's taking accountability, guys. The next clip that I'm about to show you, after that clip, so many people, obviously I will link you a video at the end where Phil Spencer actually quit after 37 minutes. You will see, I'm not gonna give you context, I will link you that. But even yesterday, a lot of people were asking for Phil Spencer's resignation. And today, after what he said, which I'm about to show you, people just went crazy. I don't know how I feel about it. Check this out, guys.
We're not in the business
of
out-consoling Sony or out-consoling Nintendo. There isn't really a great solution or win for us. And I know that will upset a ton of people, but it's just the truth of the matter is that when you're third place in the console marketplace and the top two players are as strong as they are and have, in certain cases, very
translation, Nintendo and Sony, they are ahead of us, therefore we cannot catch up, and therefore we're not gonna make good games. And you're about to hear that, actually.
Discrete focus on doing deals and other things that kind of make being Xbox hard for us as a team. That's on us, not on anybody else.
Okay.
Our vision is that everybody who's on console has to feel like they have a great experience and they're a first-class citizen. They've invested a ton in our platform. But we are not in a position, and I see it out there, I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and...
This is such a clown take, bro. I do not agree with that. Now, I understand his point and I see where he's coming from. Basically, he's saying that, guys, even if we make good games, Sony and Nintendo, they are way ahead of us. Therefore, and there's no point in making good games. I see his first argument that Sony and Nintendo, they're ahead, so it's gonna be hard for us to catch up. But, my guy, if you guys do not make good games, the current player base you have, that's also gonna dwindle. That's also gonna stop buying your next console. The only thing that would be left would be Game Pass. But if Redfall, if you guys keep releasing games like Redfall, even that's gonna start to decline. Good games, that's the foundation. That's the bare minimum. You need to have good games for people to keep buying your console and keep buying. Somebody that has a PlayStation, okay? Most people do not care about Sony Pony, Xbox. It's just the online thing. It's funny in meme sense. Haha, funny, right? We make fun of each other. Haha, funny in memes wise. But this is absolute clownery. We need Xbox doing good. We need Nintendo doing good. Nintendo, they are in their own lane, right? Like, they're doing good. They're killing it. But we need Sony doing good. But if Microsoft keep up with this clownery, Sony is also gonna get complacent. Guys, we need competition. We need Sony doing good. We need Microsoft doing good. And there's more to this clip that you're about to hear. This is, man.
True that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're gonna see console share shift in some dramatic way where everybody built their digital library of games. So when you go and you're building on Xbox, we want our Xbox community to feel awesome. But this idea that if we just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of most people.
Yeah, man, start buying studios, bro. Start throwing money like it's gonna solve your guys' problem. They killed the foundation, bro. Now, I understand Phil Spencer's point that, yeah, if they start making good games, all of a sudden they're not gonna see people coming in all of a sudden. I totally understand that, and he's speaking facts on that. But good games, that's just the foundation. Y'all need that. It's like me saying, right, if Sony didn't have, they cannot even afford, because Microsoft is bigger than Sony. Microsoft worth trillions and trillions of dollars. Sony is in the billions. If Sony was also in the trillions, and this is what Microsoft was doing, then even PlayStation would have been getting crap games, because Sony would be like, okay, well, Xbox is not doing anything, Microsoft is not doing anything, and we got all the money like Microsoft too, then we do not need to try. But the fact that Sony is in the billions, they are trying to get to that next level, which is gonna be in the trillions. This is why Sony is still getting some good games, right? But this is still bad, man. I know the Sony ponies want to be doing helicopters right now. Y'all gotta understand this. Competition is needed, bruh. Like, if Xbox don't even try like they are doing, I mean, they literally accepted defeat publicly. It would have been one thing if they would be like, okay, you know what, like, guys, let's not try this here, okay? Let's not. Yeah, hey, you want to release 60 FPS? Let's not do that. You know, very hard work. Let's not do that. It would have been one thing if they weren't talking about that behind the scenes and telling each other at the studios. But the fact that the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, went publicly and said this is just a yikes. This is absolute clown take. Attack ideas, not people. Nothing against Phil Spencer. He has done a lot of good things, arguably. A lot of bad things as well, arguably. Nothing against the person. It's just that we need to attack the ideas and we need to demand better. And this is what he said after.
Like 90% of the people every year who walk into a retailer to buy a console are already a member of one of the 3 ecosystems. And their digital library is there.
So this is why you guys are not even gonna try. That is just pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. I get that if you start making out good games, not everybody's gonna switch over. But hey, 5 years later, right? When you guys have 5, 10, 20 bangers, solid single player experiences, maybe throw some multiplayer games in the mix, you're gonna see some Sony ponies convert to Xbox. And you're gonna see some PC players buy an Xbox because, okay, you guys got console exclusives. And some PlayStation and PC users are gonna be like, okay, you know what, man, that game is just amazing. I love Spiderman 2, I love Wolverine, I love what PlayStation got to offer, but I also like this too. Let me go ahead and buy. Let me go ahead and buy Xbox too. If you guys don't even try, you're gonna lose your customer base that you built up. And if you're gonna keep doing what you guys been doing with Redfall, you're gonna lose people on Game Pass too.
This is the first generation where the big games that they're playing were games that were available last gen. When you think about Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft, like the continuity from generation to generation is so strong. I see a lot of pundits out there that kind of want to go back to the time where we all had cartridges and discs and every new generation was a clean slate and you could switch the whole console share. That's just not the world that we are in today. There is no world where
I agree with that.
Starfield's an 11 out of 10 and people start selling their PS5s. That's not going to happen.
I don't know, man. That's such a defeated mindset. Now, yeah, that even if Starfield is 11 out of 10, people are not going to sell their PS5. The reason people are not going to sell their PS5 is because they know they got Spider-Man 2 coming out. They know Wolverine is coming out. New Uncharted is probably going to come out. God of War already have the Horizon. And there's a countless amount of PlayStation IPs. I was looking forward to that Perfect Dark. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to that? Guys, this is what Phil Spencer did after 37 minutes. This is absolutely wild. He dead-ass quit. There's a lot of people going absolutely wild. Click on this video on the screen. This video on the left is on my second channel. Check these videos out. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you right there.